The Food Waste Warrior Project started with Gwinnett Clean and Beautiful's partnership with Gwinnett County Schools. Last year, 6 schools were piloted, and Mason Elementary was selected as one of the schools to gather data on 6 food waste audits throughout the year.
Well, for the food waste audit, it lowered a bit good from last year, but things still weren't looking good. But in our second food waste audit, things were getting a little better than last year in the first food waste audit.
The way that our school is served lunch is the lunchroom staff serves them their entree, and then they go through and serve themselves the 2 sides. So they can get vegetables and fruit as sides, and that is self-selected.
Well, sometimes they take a food and then they say, okay, I'll eat this. But sometimes they change their mind. They're saying, no, I don't want it. So sometimes they just waste food because maybe they're full and they took too much. So sometimes we need to take the right amount of food that we want instead of wasting it.
One of the easier ways is just to take a basket, and at the end of lunch, when there's about 5 minutes left, there's 2 lunch helpers, and they go around the table and collect the food that hasn't been eaten, that's not opened. And so they then sort that food. And some of it goes into the refrigerator, and some of it is just on a table in the hallway that's available to all students. We also collect the utensils that are unopened and condiments that are unopened and put those back.
What I like about sharing table is sometimes you have home lunch and then you see something from when people buy school lunch and people don't want it, you can put it in the fridge and you might have a chance to try it, something new. The sharing program I like about that, all the things that people waste, you can just put it in the share table, because if you just put the waste in the trash can, it's gonna just make all the waste go, and then some people might also want it, so then you can put it in the share table so that other people can take it.
I've had even kindergartners come up and say, I ate all of my corn today. So I think it's just causing an awareness not only of 3rd graders, but of the whole school. All of the students are getting involved in not wasting.
Our teacher said on the last food waste audit, we will be putting all the scraps like banana peels in our food waste bin, so it can slowly break it down and then it will be gooder for soil.
This year we want to add in, since I had an Eagle Scout build a composting bin outside, we're going to work with our custodial staff and the lunchroom staff to make compost, and we are hoping that we can use that natural compost in our school gardens. I think it has really gotten children to be able to articulate that they have a voice. Last year, students were speaking with members of the EPA and giving valid arguments as to why aren't we doing this or why are we doing this. And I feel like that as they look around their school and as the parents, they talk to their parents at home about the food waste, that it really helps them see I have an impact on my community.